Hello class, it's me, your professor. Happy week 5. I apologize for being so casual, but it is Columbus Day. For me, it's not Columbus Day for you yet, but it will be, so hopefully you get to enjoy a nice freebie day off like I did. Anyhow, okay, so we are officially 1/3 done with the course. Yay! You guys muscled through the last couple weeks, and so kudos to you. And I promise you it is going to get easier. These last 2 weeks with probability were hellacious. It's more formula-centric. Even more difficult is just trying to figure out exactly which formula, probability formula, to decode from the given problems. Anyway, we're past that. Okay, we're now into the normal distribution. So things like the 6895-99.7 rule is speaking about the normal curve. So for example, we know that 68% of the variation is 1 standard deviation below or above. 95 is 2 standard deviations, and 99.7% is 3 standard deviations. That's the normal curve, okay? Also referred to the central limits theorem, yada, yada, yada. The formula, the z-score, as it's called, the z-score transformation formula, very simple, okay? So there's 3 pieces of information. For any time you want to standardize, and this is what this is called, to standardize a particular value, if you calculate the mean and you calculate the standard deviation, whatever your data is, you take an individual raw score within that data set, subtract it from the mean, divide it by the standard deviation, it's going to give you a z-score that's going to range from 0 to 1. So 0 to 1, it could be 0.23 standard deviation units, and that's how it's expressed, 0.74 standard deviation units, or minus 0.56 standard deviations. That means the score is below the mean, and it's expressed in that standard deviation. So whatever you calculate or given the mean, the standard deviation, and that raw score, you can calculate that using that formula. So this particular homework 5, there's questions about that formula on the practice test, but there's actually none per se to use that, execute that formula on this homework. However, I do have a nice little file here. There's only 3 calculated problems on this week's quiz, and I have emailed you that file. And the first problem is very easy. The second problem is just a lookup, so using the Z table, and just so you know the Z table, and there's a series of tables in statistics. We have Z tables, F tables, T tables. Right now we're just focusing on the Z table. Okay, so when you look at it and you have to look up values, you always start with the column first, and then the left side, and then the top row, and then you just go across to find the value, the z-score probability that you're looking for, and you'll see that in the homework file I sent you. And last thing, so we have this article review assignment creeping up on us. Like I said, I don't like that assignment at all. So with that, here's what I've offered in the past. You can choose to do nothing. Don't do the assignment, okay? If you choose not to do the assignment, you're going to get an 82. Now, if you're not happy with an 82, you can choose to do the assignment and beat the 82. However, if you choose to do the assignment, you also run the risk of scoring lower or significantly lower than an 82. So the choice is yours. So it's very simple. If whatever you put into the assignment folder, that's when I know what your decision is. If I see nothing, boom, 82. If I see a file, I'm going to grade it based on the rubric. So that's it. So there are your options with the critical article review assignment. Okay, folks, so that's it. Let's have a happy week 5. I hope you had a wonderful Columbus Day weekend. Any questions, just ask.